With 4,100 water bodies spread across the city of Chennai, the water is still not sufficient for its 10 million population. The groundwater level in several areas of Chennai has been depleting, and the residents depend largely on the private water tankers and metro water tankers to meet their daily needs of water.
தண்ணி உள்ளே போயிடுச்சு. அதனால தண்ணிக்கு எங்களுக்கு கஷ்டம். அதனால வெளியே பிடிச்சி துணிலாம் துவைக்கிறோம். நாங்கள் புரியுதுங்களா? துணி துவைக்கிறதுக்கு எல்லாமே வெளியே தான் பிடிக்கணும். புரியல. தண்ணி உள்ளே போயிடுச்சு. தண்ணி கிடையாது. மழை டைம்னால தண்ணி கிடையாது. அதனால ரொம்ப கஷ்டம்.
Main source of water is groundwater. We have a lake nearby, but it supplies water during only morning times. About 5 in the morning, the people get up and they are mostly in a hurried position because they have to go to the offices here, and mostly middle class people only live here. So they go other high class people take the water from the tankers, which about 2 days in a flat, and normally it lasts for a week for a household, and it is very tough living life in summer, and during the winters we don't have any issues. During the summer times we have to go either to the end of the street to get the water from the well, or we have to take rent out water tanks a week, and the drinking water is mostly canned. Most of the people cannot hold the water in 1 hour.
Experts in the field of water have listed various reasons for the scarcity, such as illegal extraction of water and mismanagement in the distribution and usage of water.
So in terms of distribution of water, you can see that despite the fact that Chennai is today currently in the midst of one of the worst droughts and water scarcities in the history of Chennai, which is used to droughts and water scarcity, we find large businesses going about their lives without any change. So you have all the 5-star hotels with all their swimming pools getting water filled up, regularly, as if there is no crisis. While on the other hand, if you go to the streets of Chennai, you find metro water tankers with large number of women queuing up for water. So here there's very clearly a mismatch between the situation at hand and the way we are dealing with it. The second is to do with where the water comes from, and Chennai. If you take Chennai, and for that matter, most of India, our primary resource is groundwater. And now with cities like Chennai or any other metropolitan city, because of the demand for water and the fact that these are big cities and can get what they demand, we have an entire private water tanker lobby and water sector that is sucking the aquifers dry around the city. So you have the peri-urban areas which are sacrificed, and their groundwater is sacrificed. So I can come and drill a borewell in one farm and suck the entire village's groundwater dry, which means that those farmers will have to go without drinking water and water for irrigation. That's the second kind of an inequity that is in evidence.
There are 4 tanks. Undi, Chambrambakam. Chambrambakam is an irrigation tank. Sengundram, Jolawar. All these tanks capacity is 11 TMC, 1000 million cubic feet, 11 point something, 11 TMC. If once it is filled, this may supply water fully for 8 to 9 months, because our requirement at present state is 1.3 TMC per month. But now they are giving only 0.4 TMC, very limited, 1/3 or whatever it may be, limited supply, alternate day, but they are managing. Okay, no problem. So my question is, during this period, last year also there was a drastic cut in the water supply. If it is so, the management should be tightened even from the beginning, or other sources may be thought of. In 2015, when Chennai got so much of rainfall, all the reservoirs were filled, but that water supply was used only in 8 months. That is vanished. At the time, very heavy water supply they have given. What is the need for that? When you are always begging, you have to make a reserve to give. Now it is only one third. At the time also give half.
The question that arises is, when the Chennai Water Corporation is not able to fulfill the demands, how are these private water tankers are catering to the needs of the people? A lot of these private owners fill their tanks from places which have any source of groundwater like wells or bore wells. Sometimes these owners purchase the land having groundwater sources so that they can obtain the ownership of the water as well. These are mostly large empty plots. The Red Hill Reservoir is another source from where 120 million liters of water is drawn every day. This is situated 35 kilometers north of Chennai. Government officials have said that this year water can be drawn only up till the first week of May from the Red Hills Reservoir. Taking advantage of the water scarcity, private water tanker owners in Red Hills illegally draw water from agricultural wells and bores. Localites have been protesting against the illegal extraction of water.
And we made a resolution in the Panchayat Raj last year, May 2018, saying we would like to stop this groundwater extraction over here in our Panchayat. We made a resolution, we got a copy of that, we sent that copy to TN government. From that, they made a instruction to Dasildar to inspect the place to stop this issue. But no one came here. Private lorry owner association leader, he is Mr. Nijalingam, almost 250 to 500 lorries, I don't know the exact count. He is the owner for the association. They made the threat to the Dasildar as well as they pressurized TN government to release those two lorries. What they said, if you don't release these two lorries, we will do the strike all over in Chennai city. If we do strike, you will not get water. I mean, Chennai city will not get water.
தமிழ்நாடு முழுக்க 2 நாளாக வேலை நிறுத்தம் பண்ணிகிட்டு இருக்கிறோம். இந்த வேலை நிறுத்தம் காரணம் கோர்ட்டில் தடை உத்தரவு போட்டுக்கிறாங்க. நிலத்தடி நீரை எடுக்கக்கூடாது என்ற ஒரு உத்தரவு நீதியரசர் போட்டுக்கிறாரு. அதை கண்டித்து நாங்கள் வேலை நிறுத்தம் பண்ணியிருக்கிறோம். அரசாங்கத்துக்குடைய எங்கள் கோரிக்கை நிலத்தடி நீர் எடுக்கலாம் எங்களுக்கு அப்படின்னு ஒரு அனுமதி எங்களுக்கு வாங்கி தரணும். எங்களுடைய இது நீண்ட நாள் கோரிக்கை எங்களுக்கு. இது ஒரு ட்ரிப்பும் வேலை நிறுத்தம் பண்ணணும், வாய்மொழியாக எங்களுக்கு நிலத்தடி நீர் எடுக்கலான்றாங்க. இதில் பார்த்தீங்கன்னா 2 நாளாக வேலை நிறுத்தம் பண்ணிகிட்டு இருக்கிறாங்க. இதில் பொதுமக்கள் தான் ரொம்ப பாதிப்பு ஏற்பட்டுக்கிறாங்க. இதில் பொதுமக்கள் 2 நாளாக என்னோட நிறைய பேர் ஃபோன் பண்ணி எங்களுக்கு தண்ணி ரொம்ப கஷ்டமாக இருக்குது அப்படின்னு சொல்லி நிறைய தகவல் வருது. எனக்கு சீக்கிரமாக அரசாங்கம் தான் இதுக்கு ஒரு முடிவு, நல்ல தீர்வு காணணும். எங்களுக்கு நிரந்தர தீர்வு வேணும். இது கனிம வளத்திலேருந்து தண்ணி எடுக்கிறதுக்கு உண்டான இது எங்களுக்கு நீக்கணும். ரெண்டாவது அரசாங்கம் இந்த கோர்ட்டு போட்ட உத்தரவை ஒரு நல்ல பரிசீலனை பண்ணி எங்களுக்கு தண்ணி எடுக்கிறதுக்கு ஒரு அனுமதி வேணும்.
Valacheri in 100 feet road, opposite to one petrol bunk, HP petrol bunk, there is a metro water extraction process. There is, that is a licensed one. Wherever government is taking, that is a licensed one. Wherever, apart from that, everyone is taking without license only. That I can say 100% sure. Wherever they are taking in their private land or nearby lakes, that is illegal only. If you go and ask them the papers, they will not have any papers. They are doing with the help of local political people or with the government official. That is how they are doing. 100% sure they don't have license, that is for sure. Even this guy is not having any license.
14th January 2019. The Tehsildar came and arrested two private lorries. These two lorries were kept in Palikarni police station.
நான் வந்து பாருங்க எனக்கு நான் பங்காளியா ஊரு பூரா நீ பங்காளியா எனக்கு அரசு அதிகாரி இது 2 மாசம் 2 மாசமா டாலி மாதிரி பண்றான்னு கேள்விப்பட்டேன் நீங்க
இல்ல பரவாயில்ல இருக்கிறேன் பரவாயில்ல இல்ல ப்ரூஃப் நம்ம எடுத்து வைப்போம் இந்த வீடியோ எடுத்துட்டு இருக்கேன் ஏதாவது பெர்மிஷன் இருந்தா சொல்லுங்க பர்மிஷன்னா இது அப்பா வாட்டர் போட்டா தான் பர்மிஷன் வாங்கணும் சார் நீங்க சார் 2 பேருமே நாங்க படிக்கிறோம் சார் நான் 2 பேருமே படிக்கிறேன் நான் சொல்றேன் எனக்கு கையெழுத்து ஒன்று தான் போடுறேன் மற்றது நியாயம் அதை பண்ணுங்க உங்க காலில் இருந்து முன்னாடி நியாயத்துக்கு நான் கட்டுப்பறேன் கட்டுப்படலன்னு வச்சியா நீ நான் ஆம்புலன்ஸ் நான் கேட்கறது ஒரே ஒரு தண்ணி எடுக்கிறது பெர்மிஷன் வாங்க நான் மட்டுமா இல்லை ஊரில் வருது என்னமா சார் எல்லாருக்கும் தாங்க ஊரில் உள்ளவங்ககிட்ட போய் கேட்பாங்க தயவுசெய்து கேளுங்க நான் வேணான்னு சொல்ல இந்த ஆள் வாரம் 6 மாதம் பண்ணுறாங்க என்னங்க பண்ணாரு this is Town Sabha resolution. Here we made resolution. This is like the local public to the Gaon Panchayat, and we made the resolution for that. Based on the resolution, we sent our petition to TN government. You can see the TN government in the online petition. We made the complaint. Based on the complaint, Tahsildar sent a letter to our revenue inspector. So this is the letter. Based on the letter, VAO made a police complaint. This is the police complaint. He made VAO, and similar to FIR, there is a CSR process. They will file a case on this well owner. Even that proof is also there. And apart from that, after that, we met district collector with our letterhead. After that only, 14th January 2019, Tahsildar came. She seized 2 lorries. That is also published in Times of India. Even this is the government official letter. Like they seized 2 lorries. They mentioned everything, even the lorry number, everything is there. But there is no action after that. In a week, they released those 2 lorries. 21st January, they released 2 lorries because of the political pressure.
On October 4th, 2018, Madras High Court passed a judgment that even if you have a well in your residential land, you cannot sell the water for commercial purpose. If people wants to sell it, they should acquire the license from the government. There's a machine that records the reading of how much liters is being extracted. All these things should be monitored and legalized by the government.
For me to get water, if I book a tanker with Metro Water, so what will I do? I am forced to go to the private tankers now. They are charging quite heavily, and the water quality also is not very sure. It's not sure where they are drawing water from. But we need water. The private tankers are owned by political people who are faithful to the ruling government. Only they get the permission, because the policemen are told that they are our men, so don't take any action and all that. See, there is a lot of restrictions. In 1980, there was a Groundwater Regulation Act. It said water should not be transported. But what is happening? They will just stop 1 lorry, confiscate 1 lorry, and then punish him. Take some bribe or punish him or whatever it is. He goes back and starts the same business. See, otherwise, how will these star hotels in Chennai survive? They will not. They will all collapse. So, this private tanker business will have to be there. See, it has to be regulated not now. It has to be regulated either before drought or after drought.
If the water bodies in and around Chennai continue to be exploited at this rate, there will be no groundwater left.